friends. Welcome to God Focus this morning. The title of today's episode, Look for the Cloud. I want to encourage you today with a thought that God gave me while driving home yesterday evening. The enemy will hold on with everything he has to try to destroy us. It's like you see on TV the person hanging on the side of the building by their fingertips. They do everything in their power to hang on, but when the time comes that they can't hold on, they fall. Satan, too, will have to let go. He knows he cannot hold on to us forever. The stronghold he may have built will crumble if we turn it over to Jesus. The battle always gets the most intense right before the enemy falls. We have to be encouraged and determined to not give up. When we turn it over to God, he will give us what we need for our battle-weary soul. It takes us being just as determined to hold on to God and his promises. 1 Kings 18:41 through 43. And Elijah said unto Ahab, Get thee up, eat and drink, for there is the sound of an abundance of rain. So Ahab went up to eat and drink, and Elijah went up to the top of Mount Carmel, and he cast himself down upon the earth and put his face between his knees. And he said unto his servant, Go up now, look toward the sea. And he went up and looked and said, There is nothing. And he said, Go again 7 times. What if Elijah was like a lot of us? He sent his servant and he came back and said there was not a cloud. Most of us would complain, well, I don't know if there's any use to even keep trying. But Elijah was not shaken by how things appeared. He simply told him to go look again. This happened 7 times. He would pray and send his servant. I'm sure by the 6th trip, the servant was starting to wonder if Elijah was just trying to run him ragged. Elijah didn't give up, but knew that God would answer in his perfect time. 1 Kings 18:44. And it came to pass at the 7th time that he said, Behold, there ariseth a little cloud out of the sea, like a man's hand. And he said, Go up, say unto Ahab, Prepare thy chariot, and get thee down, that the rain stoppeth thee not. The 7th time the servant saw a little cloud come up out of the sea. The cloud represents God's presence in the Word of God. We have to hold on and keep praying until we see God's hand in our situations. Think about the tent of the tabernacle. That was a place that God designed and the children of Israel built. It was a place of worship. When God's presence would come down and rest upon the tabernacle, it would be overshadowed by a cloud. It is interesting how his presence shows up in a cloud. We need to keep our focus on God and look to him in every situation. He is not far from us when we seek him. He will answer. Sometimes we have to pray several times before we see his hand, like Elijah did. But we cannot give up. Breakthrough comes from persistence and from prayer. Keep looking up. Don't give up. You will reap great things if you keep looking for God's hand in every situation. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be bold, be brave, and keep your God focus. Like, share, and subscribe for more encouragement. Have a wonderful weekend.